Hi there. Welcome to Nashville North Studios. We're here to do a recap from the show that we've had up for almost a month now. And as you can see on the sign, it's Shana Kestrels and inspired by Hilma af Klint. So we're here in the garden and we're going to go up here and look in the window. We have some beautiful pieces in the window that you can see when we're closed. We've tried to put a nice array of beautiful little things and some large things too. Some woodwork with exotic woods by Charlie Ray, and beside that is a table with a lamp that he made. It's a non-functioning lamp, but a lamp just the same. This is his Waterfall Table, and on it we have some pretty little things that are made by local potters, and jewelry by Tina Sacco, and painting by some gal by the name of Judy Saylor. And then over here we have a seashell head made by Sue Ireland. And as you can see, there's all kinds of pretty things in here. There's a plate by Janice Quiggle, some small paintings, some pottery, and pieces by Cheryl. Kind of hard to see with the reflection on the glass, but nonetheless, there we go. So let's go into the studio and see what we can see at this nice show that will be ending this week. Welcome to Nashville North Studios. So I'm going to give you a sweep around the room, and we're just chock full of beautiful works of art, as you can see. And then we'll go a little closer and we'll look at each one. I'm going to back up here so you can see this wall. Here's a beautiful work over here by Chuck Law called Rambling Rose. And then on this panel we have two pieces by William Mckenzie. Those first two. And the bottom one is by Marlene Dorr. Very colorful. We have our miniatures, which we have all year, but new ones will be coming in shortly. And then over here we have at the top collage by B. Stenta. Some encaustics by Sandra Koberling. And a beautiful watercolor by Patty Speed. And over here is Macho Monkey with his mask on, and Susan Ireland's Telepathic Traveler book. Here on our little table we have Jason Antonelli's original drawings, a photo, look at that, of a hummingbird by Bob Boyd, some miniatures here, small collection by B. Stenta. They're matted and each one is original. So those are fun to look through. Earrings by Shirley Hawthorne. And a lot of different jewelry by Arlene Grouch. she has more back on our wall of our Featured Artist Collective. So let's go over here and we'll start at the top with this beautiful painting by Teresa Kenish, and this is called Scarlet Empress. Scarlet Empress. Get back so you can see it a little better. And under Scarlet Empress we have, this is 2 of 4 pieces by Susan Ireland, and this series is called Inspired by Hilma af Klint, numbers 1 through 4, and they're colored pencil. There's a price for each individual one or the 4 of them together. Very interesting. Now, for those of you who don't know a lot about Hilma af Klint, she just had a show at the Guggenheim, and you can go on YouTube and check it out. Here's a beautiful little piece that came in by Shirley. It's called Sunny Meadow Oil. And under that one is our fabric and thread artist, Cheryl Patton Wu. And as you can see, it's very interesting what she does. That's all sewn. And this was inspired by Hilma as well. You can see from the designs that are on here, they're repeated designs that Hilma used in her work. Very creative. So now we'll go back over here, and next to Cheryl we have Vicenta with her piece, Migration. Above Migration, this is, there's 3 in this series. They're Tuckahoe Railway Abstract, and they each have a number, and they're the side of a railroad car that Bill found interesting shapes in. So this is one. I'm going to kind of go off to the side here, show you the next one. You can see different designs in it. There were no designs painted on it. It's just the designs that came through from nature and reaction, the metal reacting to nature. Aren't they cool? So back over here, and we'll go up above the Tuckahoe Railway, and we'll see Shana Kestrels has a piece in here. And this is called Stir of Inspiration. Heavily layered and yet free. And next to her is a beautiful little swimmer, Af Klint Swimmer by Teresita Doble. And up above is by Barry Pizetner. Barry's going to have a solo show here next month in October called Counterculture. So let's go back over here again, and we'll go right into the middle, and we'll look at these 2 pieces. They're right here, and they're by Meryl Cool. And Meryl suffers sometimes from migraines, and when she does, she sees these visions, and so she painted them for us. And we have a reflective piece here that I have posted on Facebook and Instagram where she talks about that. And so it's right there. And I know you can't read it now, but we'll get back to it. At the bottom of this wall, we have a beautiful piece at the bottom and the top by G. Matthew Dixon. These are oils on canvas. And here in the middle is another piece by Bill West, and this is Flamingo Feathers. And look at that interesting concept that he came up with. Next to him on the left are some little butterfly pieces that I did, because we just love our butterflies here. And above that is another piece by G. Matthew Dixon. Follows the same lines as the feathers, as you can see. So next to G. Matthew up there is another Barry Pizetner. This one is called, I'm going to have to get close to read it. This one is called Rational Irrational. It's acrylic on canvas and framed. And the frame is even adorned by the artist. Very unusual. And here's a companion piece to Shana Kestrels. This one is called Well of Word. And I'm going to show you this because there, Well of Word, W-Y-R-D. Something for you to look up. What is word? And down here at the bottom, we have another piece by B. Stenta. This is a painting. B usually does collage work, but here she did a painting only. And this one is called Cryptic Non-Entity. Some interesting titles we have this month. Moving over here, we have a beautiful piece by William Mckenzie called Breakthrough, using line and color to send his message. And here is one from Shirley Hawthorne, Oil, and this is called Living Water. Look at the interesting shapes. Again, has an Klint feeling about it. Colors and shapes. What are the messages that come through when the artists paint? They're to be interpreted by all of us. Here's two more of those pieces by Susan Ireland. They're under glass, so we're getting a bit of a reflection. Again, this is inspired by Hilma af Klint, numbers 3 and 4. And above this, we have a piece that just sold today by Teresa Kenish. Beautiful piece. This one is called Mocha Love. We'll be delivering that on Wednesday. Beautiful, huh? So let's turn around here and show you the purple wall. Have to get far back here so you can see it all. We have 6 pieces on this wall by Michael Waters. I believe that his pieces speak directly about what Hilma's message was. And in the middle, you'll see a portrait by Elise Cashman Bond of Hilma herself. And the 4 small pieces that flank on either side are reproductions that Gail Beckley decided to paint of Hilma's work from her Swan series. So we can take a closer look at all of these. Michael's use of color and form is so unique to him, and we're so lucky to have him in the area. Get a little closer look here. Look at all of that that takes so long to do. It's so beautifully done. And these are 2 of the 4 pieces by Gail Beckley from the Swan series. More color and shapes all joined together. Make a beautiful statement. Extraordinary work. This is a very powerful wall. And I want to tell you that Elise Cashman Bond is having a solo show at Soma Gallery in Cape May. So you'll want to check that out. I believe it's virtual. So go to Soma Gallery and see what they have to say about the show. Her pieces are always magnificent. We're so lucky to have her. Here's some more of the group show. We have Here by Tim Faraday. This one is called Below the Surface. I posted on Facebook. It may be Greek in origin, his reasoning behind this painting. I think it's fabulous. And this one is Carol Jimenez, Free Fall. It's a Judy Saylor at the top, and Erica Maderi, Susan Wining. Again, repeating those shapes that we find in Hilma's work, incorporating nature and structure. Beautiful little piece by Mimi. This is a takeoff on one of Georgia O'Keeffe's pieces. Janice Quiggle, Hilma Essence, and Feminine Spirituality by Carmela Pallotta. And over here we have more fabric pieces, Fabric and Thread by Cheryl Patton Wu. And when we turn around, I just wanted to show you quickly our next show, which is opening September 25th with Erica Maderi, The Sound of Color. And then here we have Shana Kestrels' Solo Room. This is called Soul Retrieval, her Soul Retrieval collection. Let's go in and take a look. This is Diamondback by Shana Kestrel. Each wall is done with a north, south, east, and west direction. And it's so powerful in person. There's an original poem to go with each one and a story behind the layering. I've been posting them online for people to see. And there's one of the poems for Grace, the swan. We know that's the dragonfly. Isn't it magnificent? Next to our frog over here. Again with the north, south, east, and west. Directional and seasonal. You can come tomorrow to see this in person. And of course, this is the Matriarch. Several of the paintings are already sold, but they're here in the studio. We look forward to seeing you and hope you'll come soon. I'll give you a sweep around again. Again, Shana Kestrels, the Soul Retrieval Collection. And you can watch her talk on YouTube on our Nashville North Studios channel and learn about some of the background that went into this, the why and the where. We're so happy she could join us. And you too. Thank you for listening. Come to YouTube or our studio and we're happy to give you a private tour. Take care now. Bye-bye.